Hey folks, Watson here. I might be scruffy up top, but from here down, I am nice and neat. And that is from testing out two very solid body hair trimmers, one from Manspot and one from Manscaped. In this video, we're going to compare them both and see why Manspot might have just taken the top spot for this type of body hair trimmer. So let's go ahead and check them out right about now. Now this is a comparison video, so as we get these two products unboxed, just keep in mind that the end result is going to be very similar. Nice smooth skin, no razor burn, full body grooming, etc. But as the video progresses through comparisons of the different features, I think you're going to find that the Manspot is more efficient and a better value for a very similar end result. First, we'll take a look at what comes in the boxes, then we'll jump right into the blades from there, talk about some waterproofing, followed by battery life, take a look and listen at the noise level, do a little shaving test, talk about value, then we'll give you the bottom line, so let's go. Started out with Manspot. First we got the main unit itself. It's coated in a firm, grippy material, and a funny little quirk with both units is they both show fingerprints very easily. I think it's due to the nature of the grippy, waterproof material. Anyway, nice solid design and shape, prominent power button, indicator lights, charging port, blade guide on the back, and I'll go into the blades in a little more detail in a minute. Next we have the combs, and this has 4 comb guides, a 1.5mm, 3mm, then a 3 to 6mm and a 9 to 12mm, so that it's going to have you covered for all kinds of hair scenarios. Got a little cleaning brush, which you can use to clean off the blades and the guards, and then you've got the USB charging cable. Nice. Plus the instructions, quick start and troubleshooting guide. Next we have the Manscaped. The unit itself is similar in shape and dimensions, has similar grippiness, prominent power button with indicator lights also, a little LED spotlight. This one has 2 combs instead of 4. Similar cleaning brush too. This also comes with its own charging cable. And bonus point for Manscaped for including a nice branded AC charger with it. But personally I have dozens of these things and it just adds to the cost of the product. So I don't think it's necessary, but your mileage may vary. Manscaped of course also comes with instructions, and both brands have their own sort of lighthearted approach to the instructions when it comes to shaving that body hair. So as far as what comes with it, a bit of an advantage for Manspot for including 4 combs instead of 2, so you're covered for a broader variety of shaving scenarios. Going off of that, let's take a look at the blades. Both sets of blades are going to get the job done. Both of these are waterproof so they can be used wet or dry. But notice that the Manspot has a wider blade head, so that's going to cover a larger area per stroke. That's going to give you a faster, more efficient shave as the end result. They're both IPX7 waterproof. That rating protects against immersion in up to 1 meter of fresh water for up to 30 minutes. But they're both designed for use in the sink and shower and not actually to be shaving while you're submerged in the tub or scuba diving or anything like that. Probably shouldn't have to tell you that, but you never know. Both units are equipped with quality ceramic blades that keeps the durability up and the friction down. Manspot has their own anti-cut technology, which is called Skin Sense, and it keeps you from getting nicks and burns, keeps your shave nice and comfortable. Manscaped has what it calls Skin Safe technology, which is also used to reduce the chance of nicks and cuts. So while the blades are comparable, what you're going to notice while you're shaving is that you have to make fewer passes with the Manspot because it does have a wider blade. So you're going to spend less total time shaving and have a more efficient experience. Now let's take a look at the battery life. Both of these have convenient recharging with built-in batteries. Manscaped offers about 60 minutes of runtime, whereas Manspot boasts up to about 90 minutes. So that's roughly a week or so of trimming with Manscaped, and more like 2 weeks with Manspot. Plus with Manspot you may be able to stretch the battery life out a little longer due to that wider blade head. Nice. Alright, so how about noise level? Let me show you a couple clips of each of the razors in action. I'll let your ears decide, but I've also got a decibel meter just in case there's any doubt. Let's take a listen. Manspot. And now the Manscaped. While noise may not be the biggest concern for most people, the quiet operation of Manspot could make the difference between not hearing anything at all versus your neighbor going, "What is that guy doing next door?" Alright, let's give it one final test just for a visual aid. I'm not a super hairy guy, but I am willing to sacrifice some arm hair for the video. We'll keep it classy here. Here is the Manspot. And then the Manscaped. Again, very similar end result. No nicks, no tugging, nice smooth skin. But the bottom line is, for a comparable result, the Manspot, to sum up, has a wider blade head, more options for grooming, more attachment options, quieter operation, longer battery life, and probably most importantly, a lower cost and better value. So we're talking $39.99 for Manspot versus $69.99 for Manscaped. Seems like a pretty easy decision when you put it that way. So there you go. Well, there you go, folks. That was fun. Manspot for the win for me with its wider blade, longer battery life, and better price point. So go ahead and check out those links below, and we will see you next time. Watson out.